Namaste and welcome to Tradition Buddha Mandir in Denver, Colorado. I'm Yamachit and I'm very glad you could join me this evening for our monthly Devi Puja and Kriya Yoga Satsang. And this particular installment will include part two of a practice that I'll be sharing in my next book, which is currently being illustrated, Kali Meditation Book 4. And this is the second of a group of practices called the Ecstatic practices. We'll start out with a couple of announcements. So this coming Tuesday at 7 o'clock, we're going to begin a new series on meditations from the Vijnan Bhairava Tantra. So the Vijnan Bhairava Tantra is probably the most accessible of the Trika scriptures. We just finished a series on the tantric goddesses of the Trika lineage. And so it seems like a very easy step to go into some of the important meditations that are mentioned in this scripture. So the first installment will be on Tuesday, 7 o'clock. You're welcome to join us here on YouTube or in person at our temple, 1260 South Xavier Street in Denver. And then next Friday will be the third part of our series of pujas and satsangs to the 12 goddesses of the tantric krama lineage. Pardon me. And that evening we'll be honoring Sthiti Kali, the destroyer. So a couple of things coming up next week. I'm going to mention that we're going to be doing Tuesday satsangs through the month of December. However, our Friday pujas, after the week of the 10th on December 17th, we'll be doing our monthly Yoga Nidra meditation, and then we won't have Friday pujas on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So to start out with, I'm going to read an excerpt from my fourth book. And last time we talked about the three internal yogic locks, the bandhs. And these deal a lot with areas where we hold a lot of tension. So there's Mula Bandh, which is tightening the pelvic floor as you exhale and holding that and then inhaling and releasing. And for Mula Bandh, essentially what you're doing is you're engaging the muscles, the same muscles that you would engage if you were stopping a stream of urine. Also, these are the Kegel exercises. The second bond, second lock, Uddiyana Bandh, you're pulling the abdomen in and upwards as you exhale, holding, and just relaxing the abdomen and inhaling as you inhale. The third, Jalandhara Bandh, is the throat lock. This one's pretty simple. Exhale, bring the chin to the chest, hold, and inhale, bringing the head back up straight. So we're going to be employing those this month, like we did the last installment of this series. So anyway, I'm going to read this section on the ecstatic processes. The following sadhana processes are similar to some of the breathing techniques designed to bring about ecstatic or visionary experiences, as well as physical and emotional releases. Such techniques can be found in traditional Hatha Yoga, Neo-Tantra, including the full body orgasm techniques of the sexologists Joseph Kramer, who's famous for Taoist sexual body work, Kath and Jess, Annie Sprinkle, and Barbara Corrales. Reiki and breath work. This is the form of breath work from the psychiatrist Wilhelm Reich, and the Wim Hof method. This sadhana came to me while practicing Kriya Yoga meditation in this last year, and incorporates pinealization gaze, closing the eyes, focusing the gaze upwards toward the third eye, focusing whatever light effects are created by that. Kriya Kundalini Pranayam, raising the energy up through the spine from the root to the crown, and the application of the 3 internal locks, which I just reviewed. It is believed that techniques such as these facilitate the release of natural DMT from the pineal gland, and therefore allows the Kriyaban, that's a Kriya practitioner, a way of safely accessing an ecstatic state of consciousness without the consumption of foreign substances. Instead, one utilizes the natural pharmacy located in one's neuroglandular system. These techniques can be used as a closing process for the main Kriya practice presented in this volume. However, it should be avoided by practitioners who are pregnant, have uncontrolled high or low blood pressure, heart disease, or stomach ulcers. Great care should be taken by those suffering from spinal disorders or psychological disorders such as panic attacks. Essentially, as with any exercise process, it's always advised you consult a physician as to its suitability. I and Devi Mandir cannot accept any responsibility for any damages incurred while doing these processes. Anyway, get the legal stuff out of the way. Come back to the reading here. Okay. And if there's any doubts to its suitability, again, consult a physician. In other words, let common sense prevail. The effects of these practices can include relief of stress, depression, and anxiety. Practicing these sadhanas can be compared to pressing a reset button. One may also experience a release of repressed emotions such as sadness and crying. The practitioner may also gain insights into personal issues, experience visions, or simply gaining a feeling of enhanced connection to the universe. And one of our viewers, Namaste and Om Krim Svaha. So I'm just going to read through the directions, and then as we do this process, I'll talk you through it if you want to join in, or you can just observe and try it on your own while watching the recording of this presentation. So perform the cleansing opening puja with water blessings, stages, and the main Kriya practice in this book. This practice will be done in place of the regular Kriya rounds at the end. Take a comfortable seated position with back straight and hands resting on the knees. Close your eyes. Gently bring your gaze up towards your third eye. You'll perform between 27 and 36 power breaths in and out through the nose, as if you're blowing up a balloon with short, powerful bursts. Each exhalation, clench Mulabandh by squeezing the muscles of the pelvic floor. Mentally chant Ma while raising energy upwards from the perineum, Muladhara chakra, to the crown chakra via the central channel, Sushumna Nadi. Each inhalation, relax the pelvic floor muscles and draw the energy downward from Sarasrata, the crown chakra, to Muladhara, through the central channel while mentally chanting the mantra Jai. So Jai Ma, victory to the mother. So as you're inhaling, relaxing everything mentally, Repeating J, and then Ma silently as you squeeze the pelvic floor and raise the energy from the root to the crown. This is something you can visualize in your imagination, and over time you'll come to actually feel that energy raising and lowering through the central channel. Okay. With the last exhalation, hold the 3 internal bonds, that is the locks, for at least 10 seconds or longer if possible. You can actually hold it till the gasp reflex carries in. So the last J-Ma, clench Mula Band, pull the abdomen up, bring the chin to the chest, keeping the closed eyes turned upwards. Feeling the energy rise from the root to the crown, and then inhaling. Also, while you're holding the bonds, while you're holding the locks, also tense the other muscles of the body. Your eyes are still drawn upwards toward the third eye, and you are raising the energy from the root to the third eye chakra, and you can also raise it up toward the crown. Slowly then inhale while releasing the bonds and any other tightened muscles. Relax and gently assume normal breath. At this point, you may experience physical tremors, such as blocked pranic energy being released. Repressed emotions, again like crying, may arise. You may experience visions or insights, or you may simply experience waves of bliss through your mind and body. Whatever the experience, simply let it happen and just simply honor what arises. After becoming naturally settled, allow yourself plenty of time to rest, ground, and integrate the experience before resuming your normal activities. Be gentle with yourself, and for the remainder of the day, eat, drink plenty of water, and be mindful of any other after effects of the practice, such as flashes of insight and meaningful dreams. Also, doing these practices, make sure you're completely grounded back before doing something like driving, operating heavy machinery, and so on. So the beauty of this natural high compared to the consumption of foreign substances is that you will experience and process simply what you are ready for at the moment. There won't be any nasty, overwhelming surprises of something you aren't ready for, the cause of what many term a bad trip. It may be useful to keep a journal of your experiences in order to help fully understand the experiences. As with other Kriya-related practices, make sure you take note of the effects which might occur in the following days. Are you less stressed or anxious about certain things? Less tense physically? What new ideas or insights are you having? Are you handling certain situations differently than you have before? Are you feeling more relaxed and peaceful? The possibilities are endless. So again, we'll do a simple Kriya Puja, and I'll talk you through those stages, and then we'll try out this process, and I'll have a few closing remarks about that. For those of you who may be new to our Kriya process, it's helpful to have a small personal altar, and you'll want a water pot and a small spoon, and an oil lamp or candle. I've got those two things combined in this skunda from Nepal. Holder for incense. Small bottle of perfume oil. This represents the earth element, just as the flame is the fire element. The incense is the air element. The water element by some kind of food. Offering fruits are very nice for this. And then the ether element through flowers that will be offered. You'll also want a 108 bead mala. And then for counting the breaths in that last portion, you may want another smaller mala so you can focus more on the movement of the energy and the mantra itself. This is a little 27 bead wrist mala. I think I'm going to use this particular one tonight. And then something to make offerings to. Small image of the Divine Mother, like this little black marble Kali. Or a yantra, spiritual diagram, like this little crystal Sri yantra. And if you have nothing else, and this is actually a very authentic practice, you could even have a particular stone that you feel close to that reminds you of the Divine Mother. And I've been to a lot of temples, both in India and Nepal, where the deity was represented by a stone. So let's do a little preparatory practice. I invite you to sit comfortably with a straight back. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Breathe out the concerns of the day and the worries of tomorrow. Give this time for your awareness to be on the present moment. Breathing out all disharmonious energies. Preparing for the work that we're about to do. And breathing in a sense of relaxation and peace and balance. Focusing on your heart center. If it feels right, you can take a short moment to make an intention for this practice, thinking of some aspect of your life that is ready for healing or transformation. And maybe just take a moment and visualize what it would be like to have that balance, to have that healing, to have those insights, to have that resolution. And then slowly bringing the palms of your hands together to your heart center. We'll open our practice by chanting Om 3 times. Inhale. Om. 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 Inhale and exhale, and slowly open your eyes. So if you don't have an altar kit, that's fine. You can still join me in the mantras and just feel their energy as you chant them. So we begin by chanting Om along with our exhalation. And as we do that, we're raising energy from the root to the crown. And then as we inhale after each Om, we bring the energy down from the crown to the root. To learn more about this, you can look at some of the previous Kriya broadcasts that I have on my channel. And we'll do this chanting through the puja. Lighting the flame. Taking the flame with your right hand and circling it 3 times. And also blessing yourself. Taking incense and lighting it. Circling the incense 3 times. Placing it in the holder. Offering a little water. Cool the atmosphere. Offering your food item. Offering some perfume oil using the middle or ring finger. Anoint your third eye with that too. Taking a flower. And offering that. Bringing the palms of your hands together and bowing. So the mantra we're going to use in this practice, and oh, by the way, Rafa and Susan, namaste. The mantra we're going to use in this process is the Navarna mantra, a very powerful mantra to the Divine Mother in all of her aspects, especially Ma Kali or Ma Durga. Om Aing Hrim Klim Chamundai Viche. Again, if you don't have the altar kit, you can just chant this along with me. Or you can just meditate quietly and just feel the energies of the mantra. And we're going to use the pot and the spoon to do a self-blessing and a blessing of our surroundings. So we take some water from the pot, place it in our left hand, bring our right hand over it, and we're going to chant the mantra for the first time. Om Aing Hrim Klim Chamundai Viche, and sprinkle it overhead. Now we're going to do 3 sips. So taking some water, placing it in our left hand. Om Aing Hrim Klim Chamundai Viche. First sip. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. Second sip. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. Third sip. Then make this mudra with your middle ring and thumb. Place it on the back of the head, right where the skull meets the spinal cord, and then flick the excess water away with your left hand. It's like you're getting rid of the distractions. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. And now we're going to place the mantra in certain parts of the body as we chant it. So we take some more water from the pot, maybe a couple of spoonfuls. Dip with all 5 fingers, and first we're going to anoint the corners of our mouth. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche, sides of the nose. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche, outer corners of the eyes. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche, both ears. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche, both shoulders. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche, and then both knees. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche, flick it overhead. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. And now a final sanctification of the space. So placing some more water in your left hand. Again, you're going to dip with all 5 fingers and flick some water ahead of you. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche, to the right. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche, behind. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche, to the left. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche, and above. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. Jema. So now we're going to do 108 rounds of that same mantra. And some things you might do to help prepare if it feels right is to slowly squeeze mulband, tightening the pelvic floor, as you chant the mantra, and then relax it as you inhale. You could also begin the third eye gazing behind your closed eyes. Try not to strain your eyes. If you find your eyes becoming tired, you can relax them for a little while and then resume. Start slowly so it'll be easier to join. Om Aing Rim Klim Chamundai Viche. 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 Om Angrim 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 Klim Chamundai Viche. Make these full breaths. Om Angrim Klim Chamundai Viche. 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 Let your breath return to normal. Just feeling the power of the mantra. And let its energies go for healing, for balance, and for resolution. And if you have the altar, offer the mala, offer a flower, Jai Ma. So we're going to do the ecstatic process. So we're going to do the 30 power breaths. And you can move as you do that to really get that air in and out. And then on the 30th breath, I'll signal exhale, tighten 3 bonds. The whole time through the breaths, you're keeping your gaze toward the third eye, eyes closed. You're squeezing the pelvic floor for each of the power breaths. But on that 30th exhale, apply all 3 locks. And then let that energy rise slowly from root to crown. Hold this for at least 10 seconds, longer if you can. And then inhale, and then just feel the effects of the practice. So make yourself comfortable with a straight back. Close your eyes, bring your gaze upwards. Oh yeah, and Jai Ma, J as you exhale, silently, J as you exhale, silently Ma as you inhale. Locks, hold, it's the energy. Now begin tightening all of your muscles. go when you feel ready. I hold a lot of stress in my solar plexus area. And I tend to get some lovely releases in this area when doing this practice. There have been other time. This time there's some feelings of bliss coming up. Kind of nice, because there have been other times when pent up sadness has been released. But just stay with that. Let those small movements happen. Those pulsations. It's helping to clear your energy, helping to release. Yeah. Oh. And yeah, if vocalizing the release helps, that that can be done too. Jema. Yeah. A couple of days ago, I actually did this process 3 times, and the results were amazing. So as you get used to it, you can do up to 3 rounds of this. So 30 power breaths, locks, tighten, release. Second time, do the same. Third time, do the same. But it really helped me with a lot of stress I was having. This week I was teaching 2 units of a class with a bunch of 9th graders who haven't been in school for a long time because of the pandemic, and they are not really used to being in a classroom. Enough said there. But again, just give yourself time to feel the effects. Just relax into it. If you've done this with me, I recommend taking it easy the rest of the evening. Drink plenty of water. Eating is a good thing. And then just be aware of the effects in the hours or even days to come. Maybe you find yourself handling the situation in a little bit better manner, a more positive manner. Maybe there's flashes of insight. And maybe after doing this practice, you just sit for a while and feel a wonderful connection to everything. I invite you to share with me your experiences with this practice. You can message me at my YouTube channel, or you can email me, better yet, at the temple email address, omcdevi@gmail.com. That's Om, A-U-M, C, letter C, Devi, D-E-V-I, at gmail.com. Again, omcdevi at gmail.com. And I'll be showing you another version of the ecstatic processes next month. So again, love to hear from you. I look forward to joining me on Tuesday for the first of our Vijnan Bhairava Tantra practices. I'll be giving some background information to that scripture as well. I was actually inspired to begin that series this coming week as I was doing the final installment of the Trika Goddesses series. And like I said, it just felt like a natural continuation. So have a wonderful night, especially if you did this practice. Have a wonderful weekend ahead if you're trying it then. Again, would love to hear from you. Blessings always. Have a wonderful night. Jai Ma and Namaste.